what is certainty in life. A strong man stands above and conquers all.
I don't really know how to start. I don't really know what to do. Bullshit. You know exactly what to do. You're just not doing it.
Somewhere far away,
when that day comes, everybody will love me because I will be fucking rich.
I did everything I could to get ahead of you, but the harder I worked, the more obvious it became just how much of a widening gap separated the two of us. The stronger you got, the angrier I became. Stand up and show them why you're better!
Sometimes it's difficult even for me to understand what I've become, and harder still to remember what I once was.
Еще раз, чемпион есть, и это Чарльз Оливейра.
Women have to express aggression somehow unless you're willing to say that they're not aggressive. They tend not to do it physically, not to the degree men do, so they use other channels. And what other channels are there other than physical aggression if you're going to be aggressive? Well, you go after people verbally. You go after them with innuendo and gossip and reputation destruction. And that's how it works.
And just to be clear, that you think that's predominantly a female modus operandi?
It isn't that I think that.
Well,
it's that the clinical literature indicates that. It isn't that I think it.
Well, I'm not interviewing the clinical literature. I'm interviewing you. What do you think?
Well, I'm a psychologist and a scientist, and I tend to base my opinions on what I've read in the broad, relevant clinical literature. I'm not making this stuff up. I studied antisocial behavior for like 15 years. I'm actually quite an expert on it.
Do you think men are important? Like for what? We'll take a break.
Here's how you get ahead of 99% of people in 6 to 12 months. Become brutally aware of two things. The first is what you don't want. The second is where you will end up if you keep doing the same things in life. Observe the masses and see where mindless action leads. It's easier to know what you don't want from experience and observation than it is to know what you want from imagination and just thinking and having all of these grand ideas for your future.
We do need men, though.
We don't need them.
We do.
No, because they're lesbians.
Who do you call to get your car fixed? A man or a woman? Your toilet breaks down. Who do you call?
So I fix my own car.
Your power supply. Who runs it? Who runs the infrastructure of society? Men or women?
Oh, at the moment, men, obviously,
Yeah,
the
so
patriarchy. I'm obsessed with being a woman in a male-dominated industry. I do all of my own carpentry.
Can we go back
I do all my own, like...
Right, but regardless of that, like, you agree that men run the infrastructure, so therefore...
Oh, at the moment, yeah, men run the world.
We need men.
On a wider scale, yes. On a personal scale, no. Because you don't need a man to provide for you.
We need men to run the industries that keep us alive and well.
Not necessarily, no. Because I know female mechanics, engineers, carpenters...
But remember, that's exception. Like, those industries are, like, 99% male.
Yeah, but for now, we can change that.
Do we want to change that?
How can you turn your woman into the most loyal and loving being ever? Women love emotional roller coasters. The feminine is an emotional being. She's unpredictable like the wind. And she wants this in her life too. Women hate men that are predictable. Give women the chance to chase you, man. They want to win a prize worth winning. So if you are constantly checking in on her, you take her, like, you deprive her of that fun, you know? Worse, if you put her above your purpose, she'll be disappointed, man. How can she trust you with her heart if you cannot be trusted with your own purpose? So if you really care about her, don't chase her all the time.
Responsibility to work with the army.